I guess we're ready. Everyone fits in frame. And we have Lon's ass cheeks covered, so we're good.
Hey, my ass cheeks are covered for once.
Wow.
Who would have
I
guessed?
don't know. I saw that last artwork that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not seen, and I can't see the stream right now, so. What a day.
Turkey, all I'm gonna say is that I don't really have anything to say. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Nah, I don't give a shit. Anyway, it is that time once again. Running on a short-handed crew tonight. But let's get it going. We'll start off with my fellow Final Fantasy 16 erection haver, Oni. Tell it like it is.
It's hard.
Well, yeah, I said you had an erection. That's what I was hoping.
They twist.
I mean, the day is close at hand, but until then, it's just gonna be Omega Strikers and possibly maybe Street Fighter 6. But yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do the day before it comes out. I haven't been able to plan or get anything together.
Might I suggest sleeping? Because you probably won't sleep the day it comes out. You know you hate it when I'm right.
Well, I mean, I kind of have to sleep because I have to wait for it to come in the mail, so I can't 12 a.m. it like everybody else.
Oh, damn, bro. Oh, yeah, that's right. You deluxe edition.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the way that Square Enix handled the Replicant release. Like, you could still order like the deluxe collector's edition for Replicant for Steam, and they just shipped you like all the stuff and just like an empty steelbook, but like it automatically downloaded.
Yeah. Wait. I don't remember because I had the physical disc for that too in my. Did I tell you that I got that signed by my steelbook? I got that signed by Yoko Taro.
No, you didn't. But fuck you.
Yeah,
That's dope.
it was interesting.
He's a very interesting human. I think that's the best way to describe him.
He looks tired.
It's because he stays up late at night doing God knows what.
Writing sad stories.
Something like that. Speaking of interesting humans, it is Little Sharky.
I thought you were going to go with, speaking of staying up sad all night, it's Little Sharky. Nah, hey everybody. I'm old. I'm hanging around. I haven't really been online the last couple of weeks, so hope everyone's enjoying 16. And remember, if you play for longer than 4 hours, please seek medical attention. That's all. I guess I should have talked longer so you could type out the shout-out command for the next actor or actress.
Sorry, I was having a cat dad moment. You're seeking medical attention? What, because you
Well,
had an
yeah,
erection lasting longer than 4 hours?
I mean, if you're playing 16 too long, that's going to happen, apparently.
Yeah,
It's only when Benedict is on the screen.
Listen, my guy, you're gonna play it until that thing flies off you and just whizzes around the room like someone letting go of the end of a balloon. Speaking of whizzing around the room, where's this one going? It's Shy.
It's Shy.
Sorry, on mute.
Shy, are you muted?
Yes. Hi, I am Shy. I am not muted now, and I am a ninja girl who likes to play video games and stream them for people to have them watch. Recently I've been doing more Final Fantasy XIV, mostly 2.0 MSQ cleanup. And yeah, we're definitely planning on a little more of that, probably some Stardew sometime soon, and also hopefully starting up a new voice acting thing this coming Saturday. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Something. Put some clothes on. It's lawn.
Put some clothes on, it's lawn. It rhymes! Hi, I am Lonnie Ikea. I am, tomorrow I think I'm gonna do Hong Kong, and later in the week I'm gonna do more Mask of the Rose. Mask of the Rose is great. I will plug it horribly, but I won't do that right now. I normally do, JRPGs, like long plays. Make it casual, make it fun, make it sexy. I don't know. And that's what I do. Hi, I'm a bunny.
Hentai get railed.
I mean, you've seen the art of me.
Yes, I know. It's okay. I am very happy that everyone is living their life unapologetically. That's all we ask.
Living our best life out here.
So, you getting all cathetered up for 16, Oni?
Ugh, don't even say that.
What do you mean,
word. This is
ugh?
gross.
Come on, bro. Just a little sounding.
Ugh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You won't have, bro? You ain't gonna have to get up and go to the bathroom. Like that's.
I'm
that's
gonna
clutch.
get up and go to the bathroom. That's fine.
That is not very gamer of you, gamer.
I guess I'm not a gamer.
You must be one of those fake gamers I hear about on the internet
I'm
all
a
the time.
fake ass gamer.
Oh, you're a gamer. What are you? Are you a girl who only plays Animal Crossing on your Nintendo Switch?
What's wrong with Animal Crossing?
Bruh, I saw, dude, I saw that thread earlier last week, and I was like, it was just someone posted like the statistics of like 52% of console owners are women, and I was like, I immediately know what the first and second comments under this thread are gonna be.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So I did enjoy all of the dude bro tears.
Oh man, dude,
from
I could smell like the stale Mountain Dew and like Dorito crumbs and like just like
Black body spray.
you ever like this is like definitely like a teenage kid thing. You ever like almost get caught beating it by your parents and you just like hide the evidence, and then like you forget about it for months and then you find like a crusty whatever like hidden somewhere and it just kind of smells like bad Lysol. Yeah, that smell. That's what that thread smelled like.
That is, I think it's a great mercy that I don't intend to have children because I never want to experience that smell.
Uh-huh. All right, let's get you up here. Sharky, you're taking an elevator right here, Chief. There we go. All right. So, as it were, once again, back is the incredible. I'm Animal. Public Enemy number 1. Actually, no, it's Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It's time to dive back in. Chris Rees is away enjoying the lovely country that is Portugal. All right, let's take it away.
Oh gosh, which of the 12 accents have I used on this guy? Should I start with today?
He's German.
He is, he's German/robot, depending on your mood.
Oh lord. The reason I was in Lowgate Cemetery at all 10 years ago was for a spot of moonlighting, shall we say? Yes, the illustration in that newspaper article was based on what I witnessed that night. Thinking back now, I realize that I never actually saw the professor at all. Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model of me from wax. It was very hard. I could not pop a lock for hours. Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of that newspaper article.
Objection!
He's quoted in the article. Ja, es un Deutsche. Sorry, Mr. Drebber, but I don't believe that.
Don't believe what?
Your latest claim. You did see the professor on that night 10 years ago.
Oh dear. We seem to be at odds. But I was there, and you were not. I know what I didn't see.
The illustration with this article was drawn based upon what you told the journalist that you witnessed. A figure emerging from a tomb wearing an iron mask.
Oh.
Yes. When the killer was tried 10 years ago. It was decided in the closed court's ruling that the man would wear the mask to hide his identity.
Oh my god, it's Joker from Persona 5.
What? It wasn't to be removed even during his execution and subsequent burial.
Am I also doing the judge here, or?
I'll take it.
You sure, Lon?
I can do it. Not even the prison wardens were able to see the man's face. But obviously, the provision of this mask was not public knowledge.
Secrets are no fun. So, Mr. Drebber, as you've just heard,
Ah!
a lowly student of the University of London certainly wouldn't have known about the condemned man's mask. So unless you'd actually seen the professor that night, it's inconceivable that the artist would have included the mask in that illustration.
Ah!
Rabble, 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 rabble. Order! Order! Well, Mr. Drebber, I just really wanted to do the British order.
These are dramatic ellipses. It's a vile scene, isn't it? If you look closely.
Hmm?
And I've already been at pains to point out I was utterly petrified. Which is why I had it in my head that I'd seen a blood-curdling sight.
So this is episode 3 of Great Ace
Good luck
Attorney.
with the insight.
Great Ace Attorney 2.
But afterwards,
What
I
up,
came
Dan?
to my senses and realized that I'd been mistaken.
You're still saying you didn't see it?
If you're stubbornly sticking to that story, witness, then amend your testimony to explain exactly how you think your eyes deceived you.
Of course, of course. Only too happy to oblige.
I can't believe he's still not going to concede the point.
Ellipses. Evil ellipses.
Oop. I'm very slowly editing everything.
What I in fact witnessed was a fellow grave robber at work.
You son of a mother trucker. I call shenanigans. God damn it. Come here, Lon.
Yeah?
There's so many.
Struggle is real.
Yeah, there's just too many things. There you are. Your bounding box is really big for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to slim you down. Look at you. There we go. Excellent.
Congratulations on your big box, Lon.
Yeah, Lon's got a tremendously large box for her size.
It's needed to accommodate things.
It's like a fucking sarlacc pit. What's that?
Congratulations and my condolences to Boba Fett.
Sarlacc pit. A fellow grave robber? What are you talking about?
Well, I wasn't the only one busy in the cemeteries at night, you know. Other body snatchers were at work.
Like Jessica's body?
I saw that movie in theaters and I got to go for free and still think the friend that took me owes me.
Yeah, I think we were all owed something for that cinematic version of shitting your pants in public.
Was that the Megan Fox movie?
Yep.
Yep, Megan Toe Thumb Fox. Although you can probably make fun of her for less physical things because she's absolutely out of her mind. Anyway, I hope she gets some help.
Of course, when I was the one emerging from the hole he had dug, my heart very nearly stopped. So that's a terrifying sight I actually saw, you see.
You're claiming it was just another student on equally insalubrious business as yourself?
Many of the medical students would wear metal masks to protect them from bacteria during their sections. Clearly the fellow was using such a mask to protect his anonymity, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Bologna and cheese. But there's more to the story, isn't there? The article goes on to say, in the next second, a gunshot rang out suddenly from behind. The bullet pierced the resurrected man's chest, whose breath then stilled once more.
Sorry, I was reading up on germ theory to see if that was an accurate historical reference. I'm not sure it was.
Me either.
We might assume that the sexton discovered the miscreants at work, perhaps, and fired upon one of them.
If a gravedigger had shot someone in the cemetery, I think it might have been rather big news, my lord.
Ah, yes, well,
Don't worry, I'll make your points for you.
thank
I
you.
can only assume it was an embellishment, bolted on later by the reporter.
An embellishment?
As I explained earlier, most of what the paper published about the events was fabricated nonsense.
Somebody has something to say.
Yeah.
The journalists had a great time fashioning it into a
Excuse me.
horrifying ghost story.
Madam Tusbles, can with the chiseling, can you maybe just like not right now? Ah, this is so much better. Now everybody fits. Terrific. I've done my work. Don't take it out on Mr. Sholmes.
Oopsies. Oh la la. Pardon. I was lost in my thoughts.
Would it be fair to say that Mr. Drebber's last remark was significant to you in some way?
I thought it was a little strange, that's all. How Monsieur Drebber could claim this now.
If you don't mind me saying, madame, what are you talking about?
Well, when I met you 10 years ago at your university dormitory, you recounted to me about your adventures in the cemetery, non? Including the gunshot.
Stop! You might want to watch your tongue, you know.
Objection!
Have a care, Drebber. That's no way to speak to a lady.
Or a witness.
Please, Madam Tusbles, carry on.
Of course. According to what Monsieur Drebber told me at the time, he did hear a gunshot from behind him, and the bullet hit the condemned man.
Sharky is muted. He's probably at the drive-thru.
Well, you know, Wendy's just, you hook up such an appetite acting.
Yeah,
I said nothing of the sort.
dude, I love Wendy's. Nuts bounce off your chin. Mm.
None. You were very explicit about the details. About the mask that the figure was wearing.
I don't know if this would still count as reliable, though. This is eyewitness testimony from 10 years ago.
I know
Oh,
witness testimony is never reliable. It's just influential.
The blood
what's up,
was bad
Daisy?
and
How was stream
everyone
today?
shocked.
Enough! Shut up, woman! You're making all of this up.
Welcome, welcome, Raiders.
That will do. Mr. Drebber,
Yes.
you refute the account just given by Madame Tusbles?
But welcome, welcome, Raiders. Hope you're having a terrific night. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some voice acting tonight.
Ellipses. I have no recollection of ever saying these things.
Oh, come on. Do you really expect us to believe you?
Control yourself, Council. I will not permit baseless accusations in my courtroom unless they come from Mr. Van Zeeks.
Control this, pants grab.
Hashtag not legal advice, but what Drebber is doing right here is a really, really good way to, not get caught committing perjury.
Yeah. This is perjury. Right.
Under the circumstances, I think it best that you supplement your testimony with a statement to clarify your position on this. Witness?
Very well.
Well said, Van Zeeks.
There was no gunshot from behind me at all, nor any splattering blood. Soon afterwards, I was visited by a young woman who sculpted a model of me from wax. Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of that newspaper article.
I feel like there's a leap in logic here he is not going into.
Yeah. Now I don't want to present, I want to press. That young woman being Madame Tuspels, of course.
Precisely. I must say, I didn't expect to run into her again like this 10 years later.
As I have explained, I went by the name published in the article, and comme ça, I found the man.
Yes, the article in the Daily Circus, I think you said.
I was a poor student, with barely a penny to my name at the time. Once a young lady put 5 pounds in front of me.
Oh wow, so she's packing?
She's very well endowed, yes.
Do I get to reference my favorite tweet of the week?
Dare I ask?
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. It's good enough that I actually pinned it in the Discord.
Excellent.
Why would I do that?
Now I'm checking pens
Good
instead of
time.
seeing if there's any other extra line for me.
You really want to catch
Oh, no,
fucking
I'm going to
350
do
pounds
that
of dude
too.
on your ass? Sounds like a good time.
Do you really want to catch 350 pounds of dude on your ass? Sounds like a good time.
Calling girls today.
Why would I do that?
I mean, honestly, I know plenty of people who catch 350 pounds of dude on their ass pretty much on the daily.
Hey, more power to you.
So, you readily consented to having a waxwork of yourself made and gave permission for it to be put on display.
Yep.
I did. I should sell what little I had to sell, I concluded.
Oh, wait, I remember now. I purchased something else to me that day, n'est-ce pas?
Did you? I can't say I remember selling my virginity as well.
Well, what was it, madam?
His camera.
Oh, feet pictures. Got it. Ah.
Oh yes, I made a point of taking it with me whenever I made an excursion into any cemetery.
So, you brought a camera with you every time you committed a crime to take pictures of yourself taking a crime.
Yes. Why is this not normal?
You mean to tell me you don't have a crime chat book?
No, I don't. I learned from Bobby Shmurda to not do that.
I publish all of my crimes to Instagram, do you not?
No. Have you tried live streaming it to Facebook?
Oh man, that's dark.
Facebook gaming seems like the worst place to stream.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You took a camera with you, sir? To what end?
To record the details of the bodies I disinterred.
Oh wait, he did admit to being a grave robber. I forgot about that,
Yeah.
but still.
But I had no intention of ever visiting a graveyard again after that night, so I sold it.
It also really bugs me that his sleeves aren't the same.
Yeah. I see.
Asymmetric this, Penscrab.
Yeah, I know.
But I still have it once there. It is part of the special exhibit in my house of horrors. I am very meticulous about such details. It is the Tuskrell's way. Any complaints about me picking up,
Go for it.
Sonata?
Nope. Go ahead.
It would seem then that this is the very camera Mr. Drebber took with him to Logan Cemetery on the night in question.
Yeah, interesting. The details of the camera have been updated in the court record.
Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of that newspaper article.
I'm gonna scroll back through. Alright, who wants to bet he's lying?
Who wants to bet there's blood all over the camera?
Yep. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at it?
What a wonderful machine.
You really love contraptions like this, don't you?
Oh yes, anything mechanical I find absolutely irresistible.
Meet
That
me in my
explains
room
a lot.
later.
Oh,
Sasapo.
everyone had a joke prepped for that one. Oni, anything to share?
No, I'm good.
It's all right. I think Lon loves machines enough for the both of us. Almost irresistible, Shirley.
Well, whenever I see a pocket watcher example, I can't help myself. I simply have to take it apart.
That's worrying.
Yes. Father tells the time by the rumblings of his stomach now. He's given up having a watch.
Poor Professor Mikatoba.
Look, Mr. Naruhodo.
What is it?
Annabello's just here. There seems to be some very dark red stains.
Yes, you're right. It's amazing. They survived 10 years. It looks like blood, actually.
Oopsies. Oh my.
I'm sure it's not what you're thinking. The details of the camera have been updated in the court record. Well, I guess that solves that.
Objection!
Look at this photograph machine. Mr. Drebber, do you remember this camera?
Ew.
That is the camera from that fateful night.
It's a raid!
Yo, what up, little non-pun? How goes, buddy? Yeah, we borrowed it from the House of Horrors. It's the camera you took with you to the cemetery that night, Mr. Drebber. Hey, buddy, how was your stream? How was Busted Supports?
And is that supposed to be significant?
Yeah, what's up, Kirana? We are doing A-OK, doing some voice acting tonight. Yeah, it's been a while. How was Nonpon's stream? This kind of camera is rarely seen in our homeland, so my colleague and I were keen to examine it closely. We noticed that the lens extends forward on the end of some bellows. Like this. Hell yeah, dude.
What's there?
How has Tower of Fantasy been?
there? Just in the bellows.
Also, I gotta tell you, the amount of gacha games in Japan,
There's the assistant, Benzeeks.
so
There he is.
wild. Yeah, so I've heard. I'm excited for you. I know you dig
A
that
dark
game.
red stain.
Ah. Ah.
I saw ads for Arknights, Tower of Fantasy, I want to say Alpha Diver and Genshin were all like all over the place. That's right. It's a rather conspicuous mark here on the bellows, in fact.
Good lord, are you suggesting?
Yeah, Monday nights were off for 2 weeks because we were in Japan. Yes, my lord. It would appear to be a spatter of blood.
Something that could be confirmed with simple chemical test. Isn't that right, Dr. Scythe?
It would be difficult to determine if it was human blood and not the blood of some animal. But yeah, to test whether or not it's blood at all is simple enough.
Oh, but yes, I have another project I'm working on if you, Oop. Son of a bitch! I propose that Madame Tuspel's testimony was correct. And on that night in question 10 years ago, you were spattered with blood from the gunshot wound. And that furthermore, you really did witness the condemned professor emerging from his tomb. There's simply no way you could have forgotten such a traumatic experience. Oh yeah, here you go, Nonpon. Here's your time to shine where you can tell us about gacha games. In other words, the only explanation is that you're trying to hide the fact that you saw the professor that night.
Objection! But why? Why would he want to do that?
Well, not for his own gain, it would seem.
For whose then? Who could benefit?
Whoo! What are you, a fucking owl, Van Zeeks? Mr. Drebber is obviously lying in order to protect somebody.
My goodness, he's shielding someone?
A fatal error has occurred. Would you like to purchase? Win.
Yeah, I love WinRAR. Yes, my lord. And clearly, it's someone who doesn't want the truth about the professor coming back to life to be exposed. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I'm Kios.
Well,
welcome
Council, who is it then?
welcome to a
I have not
lovely
been paying attention.
Monday night. We're doing some voice acting of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and we're doing all sorts of silly, silly voices.
Who is the witness is trying to protect by lying about what he saw that night.
Why have you been evading bans? Oh, VPNs. Yeah, they get like weird about that for some reason. Y'all know who it is. It's Disbitty. The obvious answer is Dr. Scythe.
It's science, mommy.
Sorry.
Yeah, science mommy.
The role I was born to play. What? Whatever do you mean? Ellipses?
Imagine if the convict who'd been sentenced to death was not in fact killed. Imagine if that was to come to light.
What are you insinuating?
That I have a weakness for women in pantsuits. And imagine
Get
if
on your knees.
and imagine if the convict in question was the country's most hated mass murderer. If it was, say, the professor?
That would be an unprecedented scandal.
Objection! This is beyond a joke. Need I point out that the dead cannot come back to life?
Not with that attitude.
What your suggestion would mean? That the execution never actually happened.
I like that he's doubting that when he was so, like, on board for teleportation earlier.
Yeah, he's been flipping and flopping like a landlocked fish. Yes.
Obviously, resurrection is a 3-day cooldown.
Yeah, I know. You can't spam it anymore, unfortunately. Yes, that's exactly what it would mean.
Objection! Once a man is sent to the gallows, he hangs. No one could escape. Not in Great Britain.
Objection!
But the fact is, there was a witness to the fact that the man did escape his hanging.
If that were really true, Counsel, the implication of misconduct would not stop at this supervising coroner. It would taint the honor of the entire judiciary from the ground up. Ellipses.
And that's exactly because of those monumental repercussions that Dr. Scythe would consent to any demand made of her by someone who threatened to expose the secret, even if that meant being complicit in a crime.
You mean?
I mean that Dr. Scythe wasn't collaborating in Mr. Drever's wicked scheme. What's up, The Watch? She was coerced into collaborating in order to protect her decade-old secret. She switched the dead body of Mr. Aspen with the waxwork model and fabricated the autopsy report. Iris is a character from Final Fantasy 15. It's a very long-running joke.
Right?
Lord Van Zeeks? Okay, I don't know why that was toggling me. Lord Van Zeeks?
Pray, forgive my freshly waxed kicks. Upon
Damn, son. Those are nice. Those some Ferragamos? Some Gucci's?
Yes, the Gucci,
Gucci Gucci's?
Draculas.
Pennsylvanian Gucci.
And a whole raft of other discourtesies now. As I sip my grape chussie.
You know, you should probably seek help about that.
Goodness me.
It's just the sort of tall tale Londoners would enjoy, I grant you. An executed killer rising from the dead, a Scotland Yard cover-up, a conspiracy at the highest levels.
I
So
think
let me ask
hamburgers
you one
taste nice
thing.
with fries, mate.
Fact. What's that?
If the condemned man really did emerge from his tomb that night only to be shot in the chest, who pulled the trigger and disposed of him forever?
Couldn't be me. Well, man, I have no idea at the moment.
We have too little information to work that out at present, I think.
I couldn't agree more.
The Old Bailey is no place for wild fantasies.
Was that for Mariah Carey?
And have you considered this, my learned Nipponese friend?
Have you considered thinking? Considered what?
Do you realize
Oh,
just
that's you.
what a dangerous endeavor it would be to coerce this woman into such criminal activity?
That's not my question to answer, actually.
It's tantamount to declaring war on the entire British police force and judiciary.
Tell me more. Quite hard to imagine any sum of money being offered for research could warrant it.
To rely on some stage deception with so much as at stake would be madness.
Well, I suppose.
And this was no petty crime either. The victim was murdered. A man who'd already invested money in the venture and would be instrumental in the future profits too.
Yes, I had no reason to kill Mr. Ass Man at all. Are you forgetting that his death resulted in me receiving not a single penny farthing? The court is already aware of the contract between myself and the victim, no?
There is the contract. That's very true.
The motive for this case runs deep, though. I can feel it.
Using threats to force the head of the forensic investigation team to cooperate is extreme. Especially for a government grant he had no guarantee of receiving in the first place.
If the research grant was the aim, taking Mr. Assman's life would have made no sense anyway. Which means Mr. Jebber's motive wasn't money at all. He was just trying to kill Mr. Assman. But why? What was his motive then?
Your time is up, my learned friend. I'd say you have one last chance before the jury lose their patience with this charade.
Who made you the official court timer?
Let's see if you can back up your heady proposal, shall we?
Bet.
How do you explain why this engineer would throw all caution to the wind and threaten his own country?
Where's his assistant and why are you still breaking glasses?
'Cause it's fun.
Yeah, you're right.
At this point, I'm not prepared to listen to more of this outlandish conjecture without proof. So, counsel, present your evidence.
All right. Who exactly was Mr. Assman to Drebber? There's a connection there that no one's seen yet. And I'm gonna have to present 2 pieces of evidence to show what it is. I member. Does anyone else member? Yes, my lord.
Was it romance?
It was not romance. The evidence that establishes a motive and explains why the witness wanted the victim dead is right here.
Is it the new paper?
Take that!
It's this newspaper article, my lord.
What was written 10 years ago, and every detail has been examined already. What can it possibly tell us?
That drivel should never have been written. It's typical gutter press nonsense that means nothing.
Yes, on its own, it isn't particularly significant. However, when considered alongside another piece of evidence, it will completely explain your motive for wanting Mr. Assman dead.
What other evidence?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Counsel, you will present your supplementary evidence without delay. The evidence, which when cross-referenced with the newspaper article, establishes a motive for the deed.
Take that!
Take it. Tiny hands. This cat is so mad at me. I warmed up some leftover beef and has been screaming at me that I did not give him any.
How dare you?
Weirdo. It's this
Why
contract.
didn't you give? Why didn't you share the beef?
Because I don't want to clean up cat diarrhea everywhere, Sharky. That's why.
Well, obviously you've trained this kitten to use its litter box, so what's the risk?
Cats shouldn't have things that have onions and peppers and spices on them.
Correct on the onions. Yes.
Depends on the pepper, I think. Green pepper, I think is fine.
But definitely not the onions.
No, not the onions.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my cat. Mr. Drebber, this is the content. Mr. Drebber, this is the contract you signed with Mr. Assman.
Yes, that's right. It's a very document, in fact.
Also,
That
welcome to the
proves I have
stream,
no
Skystar.
reason to kill that man.
No, I'm afraid not.
What?
There's something very significant that this newspaper article and the contract have in common.
Really?
And it's that common link that shows very clearly why you were determined to kill Mr. Odie Assman.
It seems the defense has uncovered something the rest of us have missed.
Yeah, did you come in with non-Pon's raid?
So, my learned friend, point out what these 2 pieces of evidence have in common. Where exactly is the link between this newspaper article and the contract?
Take that!
Right there, baby. What these 2 pieces of evidence have in common is a signature.
A signature?
Mm-hmm. The signature on the illustration that accompanies the 10-year-old article and the signature on the contract belong to the same person.
What?
Oh,
As the court has heard, this illustration was drawn 10 years ago by the newspaper reporter who found Mr. Drebber and interviewed him about his ordeal. If you look closely, the reporter's signature can be seen in the bottom right corner of the drawing. Pie. Poo-poo. And if you look at the contract here, which was signed between the witness and the victim last year, you can clearly see Mr. Assman's signature at the bottom.
Let me see now. Good lord, yes, they're identical.
Bah! In short, the journalist who drew the illustration and wrote the article published about Mr. Drebber 10 years ago was the victim of this case, Mr. Odie Assman. No!
Objection!
But explain to the court why.
I do not have to.
Why would that constitute a motive for the witness to murder Assman?
Well, if you think back, you'll remember that Mr. Drebber talked about that article in his testimony.
Grave robbing, you say?
Yes, exhuming fresh corpses to sell is reasonably lucrative.
That is quite beyond the pale. You will invite divine retribution, sir.
Yes, well, I think I suffered retribution enough. The Daily Circus eventually unearthed my name and put it in print. It caused me a great many headaches. In the end, I had to leave the university. That was the only paper with the bad grace to identify me unambiguously, am I heard? Then I gave up on my dream of becoming a scientist, and it was all because of the newspaper article. Sadness.
At the time, you were a student of the University of London who dreamt of becoming a scientist. However, this single newspaper article changed your entire life.
So, Mr. Assman used to be a newspaper journalist, did he?
Yes, not to be confused with a paperback writer.
He did, my lord. In fact, it's a widely held belief that Assman managed to position himself at the heart of his criminal network. Thanks to the many dubious connections he made during his time as a reporter.
That's why you need to pay journalists, people.
What? No way!
They know that all the bodies are buried. Ellipses.
So, you had to give up on your dream and leave university. You lost everything. Eventually, you found yourself working in the field of science, but only in the shadows. And all because of that article, written by Mr. Assman.
Enough! Stop this endless drivel about my life.
What?
Explain yourself, Mr. Drebber.
Yes, it's true. I had to leave the university as a result of that article. But it was just the straw that broke this camel's back.
What does that mean?
Almost every student of science in the faculty was too poor to actually conduct any research. But they struggled on with their hypothesis anyway. They all did, only to have them taken by vultures.
Great song, by the way.
Sooner or later, you knew your ideas would be stolen and patented by some fetch or another after all.
Good gracious.
Making a name for yourself as a scientist in a climate like that was a miracle only a select few geniuses could ever hope to achieve. Personally, I wasn't fond of these geniuses, so it was hardly a wrench. Being forced out of the university because of Lowgate was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Objection!
Mr. Drebber, do you genuinely believe that?
Of course I do. Who's better placed to know whether or not I possess a talent for science than me?
Don't we have some evidence about this?
I'm sorry to say that your words don't ring true at all.
How dare you?
And I have evidence to prove it.
How are you in a position to say anything about me? I don't know you from Adam. Fine. If you think you have evidence, go ahead. Show it. What could you possibly have to disprove the ideas that I was happy to leave the university because I lacked talent?
My armband!
My armband! No, the science trophy. Do you remember this, Mr. Drebber? We found it at your workshop.
Is that a Royal Society trophy for excellence in science?
What exactly is this trophy, Council?
It's the greatest honor that can be bestowed on a young scientist, my lord.
Yeah.
There is no higher accolade. It recognizes emerging talent and promising a bright future.
Goodness gracious!
Hi, Bugs.
Your prospects for the future were excellent, weren't they, Mr. Drebber? Because even then, you were a genius in your field.
Oh,
But you lost everything. You had no more future. Your talents would go to waste. All as a result of this one newspaper article. I don't know when you realized who Mr. Assman was, but when it dawned on you that he was the same journalist who 10 years ago ruined your life, it's abundantly clear that you had no intention of forgiving the man.
The truth is,
Finally, he's going to fold. Yeah, they do.
Fine. Clearly, this has run its course now.
what?
I admit it. All of it.
What?
Mommy, the fuck are you doing?
I'm a doctor, not a lawyer. It's exactly as the Japanese man said.
Thank you.
I was coerced into going along with this man's plot to murder the victim. On the condition that he kept my dirty secret from 10 years ago.
No.
God, no!
Dr. Scythe! Do you realize what you're saying, woman?
Now who's being disrespectful to women? Huh.
Shut up. It's all true. That day... Oh, wrong British accent. That day...
Gregson, is that you?
No, that was Gina. When I arrived at the Crystal Tower and saw the birdcage, my heart nearly stopped beating. That memory from a decade ago I'd done my best to bury deep inside myself. Hoo hoo hoo. It was the professor again, staring me in the face. And then, before I had a chance to react, I noticed something else. There was a note tucked in the model's jacket.
That'd
You
be
want
a
to take this, Shark?
Dr. Scythe, you will go along with my plan. From someone who knows the truth about what really happens at night all those years ago.
Do 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 do.
All the instructions were there in the note. Every detail was meticulously written out. I had no choice but to do what it said. I made the necessary alterations to the scene and fabricated the autopsy report as instructed. There was really no other choice. It had to be done to protect the judiciary. I can only apologize now.
Why on earth would you buckle now?
Well, there's no point in trying to hide it anymore, is there? I would have done anything to stop it coming out, even collaborate in a murder. But the great lie about that execution 10 years ago has been exposed. Whatever happens, I'm finished.
So then, Mr. Drebber, what do you say to that? Your accomplice has admitted everything.
ellipses. Surely it goes without saying.
You admit your part in it too, then?
I admit nothing at all.
I'm sorry, what?
Have you forgotten that the kinesis machine was ripped to shreds by an explosion? Short of me admitting to a crime, there's really no possible way for you to prove that I did anything wrong.
No!
Order! Order! Order!
My God, don't hurt yourself.
Whatever this man says, I admit everything. He threatened to expose my secret, so I went along with his plan. And Lord Van Zieks?
Yes.
Also, how y'all
I
doing
hope
out
you'll
there?
accept my apologies. What
Hopefully
happens
you're all
next is in
having-
your hands, of course.
A terrific night.
I'm slam dunking your ass in a jail cell.
Ooh woo.
That sounds
Like-
hot.
Sounds like a good time.
Congratulations on the sex.
I have heard more than enough now. I hereby present the final findings of this court. Yes, fuck the jury. This trial is not the proper form in which to pursue the alleged wrongdoings of Mr. Drebber. The defendant is Professor Albert Hairbrain, in case anyone else forgot.
Oh, no,
Oh, I
no,
definitely
you're right.
forgot.
You're right.
True.
Isn't he one of your closest friends, though?
As the court has heard, Dr. Seif has admitted to the allegations brought by the defense, thereby absolving the defendant of any possible guilt.
You... Oh, you mean?
At the present time, it is the conclusion of this court that the defendant was not involved in any wrongdoing.
Hot damn.
Does the prosecution have any objection?
None, my lord.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
We did it!
For you, little Uzi, a Rob Zombie poster.
What the fuck is that?
You've proven Professor Hairbrain's innocence.
Okay, you don't actually know?
No.
All right, chat. It's time for another reference.
I don't even know. Does it come up on the stream? I don't think I heard it on the stream.
I heard it a lot the other night.
We
Yeah.
can hear it, but I don't think they can.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it shows up on stream.
Oh, yeah, it does, because I have it as a button now.
Perfect.
Zombie. For you, little Uzi, a Rob Zombie poster.
There you go.
Excellent.
You know, apparently I went to school with that guy.
Lil Uzi Vert or Nardwar?
Uzi.
Oh. That's kind of cool. I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, he went to my high school.
Damn, son. The only person that went to my high school was a failed fucking football player.
Without further ado, then, the adjudication.
Who was tutored by Joe Paterno's wife.
Unless the prosecution or defense have any other matters to discuss.
I don't know. This doesn't feel quite right. Why did Dr. Scythe suddenly admit to it like that?
Is everything alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Do you want one of my machines?
I've got a fart. Like you said before, the way the trial is set to end now, the judge will certainly deliver a verdict of not guilty. But is that really what we want? What the defense should be pushing for now is immediate adjudication. If the judge gives his verdict now, Professor Harebrain will be found not guilty, without any doubt.
Is something troubling you, perhaps?
Yeah, but it's probably nothing. In the antechamber during the recess earlier, I hit a button. I did give Mr. Sholmes my word, though, didn't I? I told him I'd pursue any doubts I had about the truth to the absolute last.
If you gave Mr. Sholmes your word, then it most certainly isn't nothing.
Why can you only sometimes read his mind?
I don't know.
And it means there's only one right answer here.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I was ever wavering.
Objection!
The defense objects to the trial ending at this time, my lord.
One second. I've got a thing. Here. Alright. I beg your pardon.
We demand one final testimony.
What? You do realize I am about to adjudicate in favor of your client, I presume.
Are you good?
Nah, man. Hella lit. For real, no cap. On God. Skirt, skirt!
Why would you want to obstruct the conclusion of the trial at this point? No defense lawyer in his right mind would do that.
It's not the best choice.
The truth will set you free.
Mr. Naruhodo, what exactly are you thinking?
You literally told him to do that.
The truth, the whole truth, and a way to bring it all out in the open.
Right.
In hindsight...
Ah, yes. One word of warning before I go. If in the course of this trial this afternoon, you perceive even a shadow of doubt about the truth? Don't let it out of your sight. Pursue it like a dog with a bone. To the bitter end. You understand? Do not falter, whatever may come to pass.
I'm sure Mr. Sholmes knew. He must have deduced that this would happen. Yes, I'm here in court to advocate for my client and to secure an acquittal.
Obviously.
But that's not all. I believe that I have a duty to the court. To pursue the whole truth of the case until every last detail is laid bare. And that is why the defense calls for further testimony from Dr. Scythe.
Testimony from me? About what?
About the nature of your collaboration with Mr. Enoch Drebber.
In case it's escaped your attention, I've already admitted to everything I did. The whole truth has already been revealed. So stop wasting everyone's time.
Ugh!
As his lordship made very plain, your client will get the acquittal you wanted for him. There is simply no point proctoring this business further with any tedious cross-examination.
Objection!
Why is he gonna throw?
All right, man.
Pray, forgive my careless handling of that hollowed bottle. I slipped.
Bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever, my dude.
That's what you call it?
What the hell is going on, Lord Van Zeeks?
The prosecution. Also calls for supplementary testimony from the witness.
Don't be stupid.
If there is more to this case than has yet come to light, then I will join my learned friend in pursuing the facts until the bitter end.
Oh, whoa. Hey.
Yo, what?
Oh, I was scratching my head. Lord Van Zeeks.
This is most irregular, and I know a lot about being irregular. However, as the prosecution also calls for it, I will uphold the request. Dr. Scythe, you will testify for the court, explaining the full extent of your involvement in the murder apparently committed by Mr. Drebber.
Mr. Drebber.
Very well.
Science mommy is displeased.
Science mommy Angie.
Yo.
The waxwork plot.
It all began at the scene when I saw the waxwork and the note tucked inside its jacket.
I bet.
The actual body of the victim, as indicated in the notes instructions, was beneath the experimentation stage. The body had to be arranged in certain ways to implicate the defendant, which was my job. I enlisted the help of the entire forensic investigation team to dress the scene appropriately.
Oh, that's great to know. Just throw them all under the bus then.
The truth about the execution 10 years ago is a state secret of the highest level. I had to protect it.
So I was right. The stage and the machine were all specifically designed for deception.
So it seems, and all meticulously prepared. You did well to see through it.
Yay! I'm smart.
Mommy gives you compliments. You're a very shrewd boy.
Aw, hell yeah!
Head pats from Mommy.
So kind of you to say, though.
And what about this autopsy report then?
All I did was record the location of the body as being in the Crystal Tower instead of under the stage.
That's all? That's a terrible corruption.
Only my team were aware of the deceit, and then only under my explicit instructions. Nobody else at Scotland Yard knew anything about it, I assure you. We must be thankful for small mercies, I suppose. Well, I believe the testimony has clarified everything. There's no particular need for cross-examination, I would say.
No, I disagree. I can't shake the feeling that something's wrong. Just look at that expression on Dr. Scythe's face.
Mummy's proud of you.
It's the defense's right to cross-examine any witness following testimony.
What is it about you Japanese that makes you all so doggedly persistent? Content warning, British. Very well, if you so desire, counsel, proceed with the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord.
It all began at the scene when I saw the waxwork and the note tucked inside its jacket. The actual body of the victim, as indicated in the note's instructions, was beneath the experimentation stage. The body had to be arranged in certain ways to implicate the defendant, which was my job.
Okay, tell me more about this. When you say arranged, I presume you mean with this?
Yes, the instructions on the engineer's note said something along the lines of fabricate some evidence to make it clear that Hairbrain alone could have killed Assman.
So, you mean that was your doing?
I fetched Hairbrain's ridiculous screwdriver from the stage and took it with me alone to the abyss under the stage where the birdcage had fallen. Alone, Doctor? I didn't feel it would be appropriate to involve anybody else in this particular part of the deception. There was a void under the stage where I found the birdcage lying in the dirt. I approached it, leaned down, and slowly opened it up. Then, I took the screwdriver in both hands and plunged it into the man's chest.
God, I wish that were me for real.
Subscribe to my coffee.
My Stably fans.
My Stably fans.
And then you noted that in your fake autopsy report as a fictitious cause of death.
Exactly.
So, the actual cause of death was...
The trauma resolving from the 30-foot drop. My word.
What is it, Miss Usato?
Something about Dr. Sai's last statement is playing on my mind, that's all.
Yeah, mine too. Dr. Scythe.
There's really no need to shout. I can hear you perfectly well.
The defense calls for you to add what you just said to your formal testimony.
Oh? Which part?
What I want her to supplement her testimony with is... Yeah. How you stabbed Mr. Assman in the chest, that part.
Fine, if that's what you want. But there's really no need to point.
The prosecution concurs.
What, everyone else can point but me?
Very well, you will supplement your testimony now. This... If you wish, my lord. I stood over the victim's corpse where it lay in the toppled cage and plunged the screwdriver into his chest.
It was a good try. It's
Objection.
a very good try. Got a nasty feeling. And this inconsistency points to an extremely uncomfortable truth.
What on earth is the matter, Counsel? Have you lost your tongue?
Yeah, down your wife's throat.
That
He needs
explains a
some
lot
milk.
about her.
I apologize.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I apologize, my lord. Dr. Scythe, in that last statement of yours, there's just one point. And that seems to defy an explanation.
Out with it, my learned friend.
There's an obvious inconsistency between your description and this photograph.
Oh my, that does make me laugh.
Which shows the victim in the birdcage following the events that led to his death.
The court has already examined that photograph in depth. There's nothing new we can learn from it.
Objection.
False. Yeah, we have already considered it. That's true. Yo, what up, Cranial? Shadow Wizard Lawyer Gang. We love you know, I got you.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government. Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Yo, how was stream Cranial? Welcome in Arcane, Maritaru, Kadris, Saris, Toro, Gem. Hope you're all having a terrific night. But we now know the facts to be different.
What do you mean?
That boy needs therapy.
I believe we should let the defense explain. Where in this photograph do we see the alleged inconsistency with the witness's statement?
I got you, fam. If he's dead, why he bleeding?
Take that!
Look closely at the bloodstain on the victim's chest. It clearly extends in a downward direction towards the man's feet.
So what?
Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. It's good to see you all.
If the victim was stabbed moments before the kinesis machine was set in motion, that's entirely expected.
Hope y'all had a terrific time with Cranial. What were y'all working on? Some Phoenix Wright?
Judgy, do you not get the problem with what you just said? Of course not. Of course, no. That's not what happened.
Nice. Yeah, it took us a while to get through those. Did you see that Capcom's going to be releasing like a trilogy? So it'll be Apollo Justice, Great Ace Attorney, and Phoenix Wright.
Putting my fingers
Wild.
to WASD as if I'm playing something.
Exactly, my lord. Dr. Scythe made it very clear in her testimony just now that the point at which she stole Professor Harebrain's screwdriver and stabbed the victim. I am also super hype. I think it'll be so neat to finally get all of them on like one console or system. Was after the grand deception was set in motion, when the birdcage had fallen below the stage and out of sight. From the shape of it, it's clear that the birdcage would have fallen on its side after the 30-foot drop. And if the victim had really been stabbed whilst inside the birdcage in that position, the blood from the wound would have spread out equally in all directions. For it to have formed the longitudinal appearance we see in this picture is inconceivable. Got him. Given that the victim's blood seeped vertically downwards from the wound, it must be the case that when you stabbed Mr. Assman, he was standing up. In short, Dr. Scythe, your latest testimony was total bullshit. Ha! Got him.
I like that Tuspel's just sort of snuck out at one point.
Yeah, she's just, I'm out. I knew it. I was right. Now I've identified that contradiction. There's only one way to explain the facts. We've all been under a great misapprehension here.
What? What sort of misapprehension?
Hey, maybe lay off the wine a little bit and follow along.
It's tasty, though.
True. Dr. Scythe. You claim you were coerced into helping Mr. Drever as a result of the note he left in the waxwork. You claim that you made changes to the scene of the crime to implicate the defendant. And you claim that you authored a fake autopsy report to cover your tracks. But one of those claims is an out-and-out lie. Because the question of what the bloodstain really tells us has only one possible answer.
If that is the case, what is it, man?
Counsel, you've clearly struck upon a revelation. For God's sakes, actually tell us what it is.
No, it's called dramatic tension.
What part of Dr. Scythe's story is shown to be a lie by the contradiction in her testimony?
Stabbing. She didn't stab nobody. The answer is very simple if you consider the sequence of events. If, when the victim was stabbed, The blood from the wound seeped downwards, and as it did, we can be sure that the victim must have been either sitting or standing upright at the time.
But as you rightly pointed out, the birdcage would have fallen on its side when it fell beneath the stage.
Yes, it would, which tells us that the victim must have been in that position of his own accord.
Objection!
That's impossible. The man was dead, remember?
No, that's the misapprehension. Yeah.
Bless you.
When the birdcage fell from the stage into the void below, it must have hit the ground with considerable force. But Mr. Assman didn't die in the fall. He probably lost consciousness for a while, but when he came round, he got to his feet to climb out of the cage. Just as Dr. Scythe appeared. If the victim was in fact alive at that point in time, it changes everything. Mr. Odie Assman's killer wasn't the defendant, Professor Albert Harebrain, nor was it the mastermind behind the stage trickery, Mr. Enoch Drebber. It was you, Dr. Courtney Scythe.
Order! Can this possibly be true?
Shadow Wizard Buddy Gang. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government.
Have you been taking me for a fool? It was you, was it? You killed him?
Ellipses.
You hoped that by admitting to being an accomplice in Mr. Drebber's scheme, the trial would end, before you were accused of a far worse crime. Cold-blooded murder!
Oh, do shut up! You're so desperate now, you're making all this up. As if I would do something like that.
Don't gaslight me. Oh?
I assure you the defense is not desperate, Doctor.
Yeah.
Mr. Naruhodo has established the facts using evidence and logic alone.
And also, you already won. Logic? Don't make me laugh. You already made me laugh, actually. Sadly, your logic has a gaping hole in it.
Yeah, it's not the only thing. What? What does that mean?
I'd have thought it was obvious. A motive, boy! You're lacking a motive! What possible reason would I have to kill Mr. Axeman?
Axeman was involved in any number of criminal activities, from coercion to theft to murder. But there is no known connection to Dr. Scythe there.
Huh?
I'm rather relieved to say it does seem somewhat far-fetched.
True. There's no obvious motive, but there's still something in the back of my mind. I feel sure I've seen something somewhere that hints at why the coroner might have done this.
Yes, I might have tampered with the crime scene and concocted a fake report. But murdering someone for no reason is a very different story.
Objection.
No, when you question what possible reason you could have for wanting to kill Mr. Assman, something did come to mind.
What? What was it, Council? Enlighten the court at once. I am tired of your dramatic tension.
Yes, we saw it yesterday, didn't we? Something that seemed strange, but we had no reason to suspect it at the time. There's a particular object that explains why Dr. Scythe would have wanted to kill Mr. Assman. All of the scalpels. All of the scalpels! It's a scalpel. Or rather, scalpels, really.
Did you say scalpels? Huh.
It would appear that word has struck a chord, Doctor.
You... Come on, out with it!
It was yesterday when we visited your laboratory. Look at this big, thick book here.
Ah, it appears to be the accounting ledger. It's a record of the forensic investigation team spending, I think. Oh,
What is it?
it's clear the team purchases various equipment and supplies on a monthly basis, but... Well, one entry seems rather strange.
Really? In what way?
They're buying 500 scalpels every month.
That's a lot of scalpels.
500 scalpels a month?
At first, I wondered what on earth you could be using that many scalpels for. But actually, I realize now it's the scalpels themselves that are significant. It's the money for them disappearing every month from the department's accounts.
Assman's criminal organization relied heavily on extortion for its funding. Tracing the money from the forensic investigation team's account to find out where it was going would be extremely straightforward.
Oh, but there's a void staring back at me. I'm out in the bathroom. 10 years ago, when Mr. Assman was still a journalist and wrote this article about Mr. Drebber, he may well have stumbled upon information as he was researching the history. Information relating to Dr. Scythe's darkest secret that he could use to rack money from her for the next decade.
Her darkest secret? Good lord, you mean?
Yeah, she's into water sports. I don't know what happened on the night of that execution 10 years ago, but clearly, the opportunity to rid yourself of that menace was too tempting to pass up. This music be bopping right now. So, in the end, you weren't coerced at all, were you? You did it entirely of your own free will. You stabbed Mr. Assman in the heart with all your might. To silence the blackmailer who knew your dark secret forever.
How dare you yuck my yum! You'll never understand, none of you!
Yeah, listen, I just asked you put a tarp down first. That's all.
How dare you! What we've had to keep covered up all these long years!
Will be discussed next week.
Next time.
Next time! GG.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I gotta tell you,
Dragon D's balls.
Nah, I was gonna make a joke about Yamcha, but also because new cats, I have resorted to singing "Cat Loves Food," yeah, 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 like internally all day.
Yeah.
Cat loves food, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cat loves food, yeah.
You know what's funny about Yamcha?
Yeah,
No matter how much he got jobbed on in like the show, whenever there was like a Dragon Ball Z fighting game or whatever,
he's
I
always
always loved playing
yeah.
Yamcha.
He's always OP.
He's always so
Yamcha's here. Yamcha's dead.
Wait, let me see. Can I do this? Hold on. I have to do this somewhat quietly. This baby cat. Add droid cam. OBS 2. Okay. Have to reset that one dot. Okay, yeah, I don't want to say that out loud. Okay. Perfect. Okay. She won't even look over here. Anyway, enjoy free baby cat. But hey,
Baby
good job,
cat.
everybody. I guess good position to call it here. We can wrap this up next week, provided, you know, we're not all playing the shit out of 16 or what have you.
I could take a break for this.
Oh, a catheter's too much, but taking a break. Yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah, I said what I said.
Look, voice acting is a passion, okay?
Somewhere there's a joke. But serious things are afoot. And for that, we call on Little Sharky.
Why I gotta be the serious one? Is it just because I'm old?
No, we're doing like a good cop, bad cop thing. Except they're both bad cops. Anyway.
So, do you know why cats are better than dogs?
They don't snitch.
Because cats would never work for the police.
True.
Hi, everybody! Or rather, hi, everybody! Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a blast. I am a terrible German, but I still encourage you to tell the people you love just how you feel. It's never too late until it is.
Speaking of Germans, don't forget to make Zwanzig proud. May or may not be banned in certain countries and or planets, it's Lania.
That really hurts, but I'm so happy I got to do it. Hi. That I say that a lot in my life. Honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's that line that's probably been said once or twice.
I am Lania. I plan on doing probably Hong Kong Railstar tomorrow, because there are drops, and I want to give people drops. You know. Just
Not
seems
the
nice.
drops, just
Not
drops.
the drops.
Okay.
Just drops. And on probably either Thursday or Friday. On Thursday or Friday, I'll be doing more Mask of the Rose because I love Mask of the Rose.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a very good game. And yeah, that's what I'm up to lately is Mask of the Rose, really. I will probably finish up Star Ocean soon. I know I keep talking about that. But I just got my hands on Ryza 3 finally, and I want to give that a play soon, so. And lastly, sometime in probably late July, I will be doing a subathon because we hit my follower goal of 256. And because I am committed to the fucking bit, I will not have another follower goal met until 512. So, you know, I want to make the most of the
bit.
goal.
You're funny.
It's a bit. It's a bit. Okay,
More of a
that's me.
fight, really.
I'm done.
Not a bit, but a color. It's shy.
Hi. Yep. I guess I could be. I guess I could be blue. I mean, if I was going to be a color. But yes. Hi. I am shy. I play video games on stream and let people watch. As far as what I've got coming up this week, as I said, Saturday we're going to make an attempt to get another thing to get more voice acting going. More news on that will probably be coming through the week. I'll attempt to get another stream of mine going this week. It will probably either be Thursday or Friday, depending on when Lon wants to go, because I'll probably just go the other day, or I'll figure out something. I usually do. But yeah, probably be either some 14, some Stardew, maybe something new. I don't know. I just have to figure it out. So yeah, until next time, I suppose.
True. Last, but definitely not leastest, everyone's favorite Omega Strikers player. Yeah, it's Oni.
Yeah, Omega Strikers. Hashtag play Omega Strikers. If you don't already, play Omega Strikers. That game is awesome. Anyway.
He needs more fodder so he can make it to the top 500.
Oh, man. I was trying to play some ranked matches today, and I don't know what's going on, but they keep sending me... You know, I'm not going to be rude.
Yeah.
But it's not great.
Yeah.
They're sending you to the Shadow Realm, dog?
Nah, worse.
Oh, no.
Brazil.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, no!
No. It's just, you know, they're not sending me forwards that can actually do their job. But anyway. Yes, I'm Oni Heart. I play Omega Strikers. I'm literally just an Omega Strikers stream right now, pretty much. But no. Usually, I'm supposed to be playing RPGs and fighting games, but you know, Omega Strikers is here until Final Fantasy 16 comes out. And
True.
also, I do voice stuff. I'm actually gonna make a demo real soon so I can start sending that out to places and get some like actual official roles.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. You're good enough. By far, you're good enough.
True enough. I made this handy command that I should have made like months ago, and it's going to be even more annoying because Chris told me I should make a command for something else, and I was like, I'm too lazy, so I just made a command and it wasn't what he asked for. But speaking of, here's a link to everyone's info in case you missed them. Like, look, there's little profile pictures, and it should go out in a nice alphabetical order. Our missing member tonight is Chris Rees, vacationing in Portugal. I do also have something that I think will be kind of potentially cool in the future. I just gotta find the tweet here. Here it is. I know it's not a totally unique idea, but I've decided to put a little spin on it and see if we can get any traction. Give me your PowerPoint presentations of 10 minutes or less on something that you are very knowledgeable about. And we'll come hang out on stream and we'll just do PowerPoint presentations one day.
Oh my god, I need to build this on one of the things I am very knowledgeable about.
Exactly.
Me pulling up with my Omega Strikers slideshow.
Listen, dog. For real, I am very interested in this, and I think it could be quite an interesting learning experience. But yeah, linked under that is a very simple Google form. It is What is your daddy and what does he do? No, it is just like your name. Do our base time schedules match? What is it, and do you have time for 5 to 10 minutes of questions afterwards? Very simple. But yeah, feel free to pass that around. I think that would be like, I don't know, like kind of cool or something to do. Yeah, but that's what I got. But I will do my usual bit, and I will check these silly goobers in a minute. Yo, what's up, 10-5? Just wrapping it up. We definitely had a terrific night. Gonna work tomorrow some more on Final Fantasy 16 speedruns, maybe some Final Fantasy 15 as well. Definitely give some love out for the Raiders. Our friend Nanpan doing some terrific stuff. Plays a lot of gacha games. Very, very entertaining streamer. If you like content like this, lots of reading and voice acting and just more unique content than gameplay, definitely check out our boy Cranial. Very, very talented editor as well. We also had some raids from Daisy as well. And I think that was it. But yeah, big ups and thank you for the support. Thank you for the resubs, the raids, and the restreams. Yo, nice. How do you feel about it? But yeah, as per usual, if you want to hang out with us, we do lots of cool stuff. I have lots of events going on in the Discord, community nights. We watch Formula One and races together. Just all sorts of cool stuff. You can steal my recipes and, ask questions about speedruns. Fun run? Hell yeah. If you haven't, definitely check out the YouTube. As usual, gotta diversify that content. But there's also a few things I can't post or stream live to Twitch, so that goes up on the YouTube. I ride motorcycles. And if you enjoy that kind of stuff, I have a pretty decent backlog of motorcycle rides. If you're a tea drinker, happy Pride Month. Check out our blends we put together with Adagio. The proceeds of that benefiting the Trevor Project. A lot of work, yeah. That's how runs be. That's how 16's gonna be for me. But last but not least, feel free to check out the Throne Wishlist. Great way to support your favorite content creator and his new cats. Especially with, everything that's been going on. But if you also have suggestions, the suggestion box is always open. And if you're a content creator and want access to Throne, hit me up. I got codes leaking out my ears. But for now, we are going to call tonight. I am past my bedtime. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow with some Final Fantasy 15, some Final Fantasy 16, and I believe some Fallout 4 Frostmod. Either way, y'all take care. So anyway, I started blasting and then I unmuted the stream. Anyone got